I don't know if I remember you being on record as to what you thought of the Giants draft strategy that they obviously went Saquon Barkley instead of Sam Darnold. Your thoughts on that as we get ready for the regular season?
Well, I just, this is nothing against Saquon because I love Saquon as a player. I'm not sure about taking a running back that high, period. And I look back to the last couple draft classes, Dan. I mean, Ezekiel Elliott was a great player 2 years ago for the Cowboys. And Leonard Fournette, I don't think the Jags are disappointed in him. But look, last year, the NFL's rushing champion came out of the third round, Kareem Hunt, with the Chiefs. And the Saints got Alvin Kamara in the third round. And so, it's not that, I don't think that Saquon's going to be a great player. I think he's going to be fantastic. And I think he could wind up adding years to Eli's career. It's just that, you feel like at that position, you can find really good talent later on. The Vikings got Dalvin Cook in the second round last year. And so, I think Saquon's going to be great. I don't think there's, I have no doubt that he's going to be a contender for Rookie of the Year, and he's going to be a very, very good player over the next 5 years. It's just hard for me to see a scenario where if Sam Darnold is what the Jets think he is right now in late August of 2018, where the Giants won't regret not taking him in 5 or 10 years, no matter how good Saquon is.
Well, I look at Mark Sanchez. When the Jets drafted Sanchez and they had a team that was ready to compete, they went to 2 AFC title games, but they didn't get over that hump to make it to the Super Bowl. It just feels like, the Jets taking Sam Darnold, they're not asking him to take them to the AFC title game this year or next year, whereas Saquon Barkley comes in for a team that's ready to win now, and I do believe compete for a Super Bowl, and it really comes down to, is Eli up to that task? And if he is, then the Giants are going to be one of the better teams in the NFL.
Right, and if Eli's got 3 or 4 more years left and they win another championship, I mean, then it'll have proven to be worth it. Yeah. I'm not sure they can get there, but if they get there, it'll proven to have been worth it, and you'll have been proven to be right. And then you'll have more time to find the quarterback of the future, the guy who's going to succeed Eli. I think that the idea here, and I understand what Dave Gettleman and Pat Shermer are doing. The idea here is very similar to the idea in drafting Ezekiel Elliott for the Cowboys 2 years ago. When the Cowboys drafted Zeke, it was to try to extend Tony Romo's career. Now, obviously, the circumstances changed there and everything else, but when they drafted him, it was, let's take the burden off of Tony Romo. Let's find easier completions for Tony Romo. Let's get Tony Romo hit less. And they felt like they could extend Tony's career by bringing Zeke into the fold and kind of shifting what they were offensively. Now, things changed, and Zeke wound up being that for a rookie quarterback, right? Zeke wound up being that guy for Dak Prescott, taking the weight off of Dak Prescott and easing his transition into the NFL. So I think the concept here is similar, where Eli doesn't need to be a top-5 quarterback if Saquon is what they think he is. Yeah. And he can make everyone better. He can take the pressure off of Odell Beckham. He can take the pressure off of that offensive line. He can take the pressure off of Eli and make everybody better. And so I understand the concept in it. It's just, I don't know about you, but it's just tough for me to wrap my arms around the idea of passing on a quarterback if you think that he can be the answer for you for the next 15 or 20 years. Now, look, if they didn't think that's what Sam Darnold was, then that's a different argument. But if you're talking about one position versus the other, I think it would be hard to justify taking a running back over a quarterback, although I do understand the logic in doing it and why this is an Eli-friendly move.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.